You fix this chapter 3 times. The dialogue is better. The pacing is tighter. The ending is stronger. Okay, the question then is, why did chapter 12 suddenly stop working? You fixed chapter 12, and now your opening fills off. So you tighten the opening, and somehow your ending loses its emotional punch. It's like every repair creates 2 more problems. So you keep revising and revising and revising. But what if the problem isn't that you haven't revised enough? What if you're fixing the wrong thing? Here's the strange part. When this starts happening, most writers actually become more confident that they're making progress. I fixed the dialogue, I tightened the pacing, I rewrote chapter 5. When you do those things, it feels like you're checking problems off of a list, right? But the novel never actually gets better. If that is happening, then I don't think your revisions are failing. I think they're pointing you towards a problem you haven't actually diagnosed yet. And that is a problem. I'm Melissa Bourbon, best-selling author of more than 35 novels, and welcome back to Diagnosing the Problem. This is where we stop treating the symptoms of your manuscript and start figuring out what is actually wrong. Today's diagnosis is one I have seen over and over and over again. I've seen it in my own books. I've seen it with editing clients. I've seen it in workshops. A writer fixes one problem only to discover 3 new ones. And if that is happening, then I don't think your novel is fighting you. I think it's trying to tell you something. Here's what usually happens. You notice the scene isn't working, so you rewrite it. And now the scene works. Yay, great. Except the chapter before it now suddenly feels too slow, so you fix that. But now your protagonist's motivation feels weaker. So you fix the motivation. And now the ending doesn't quite land anymore. Okay, eventually it starts to snowball and it feels like the manuscript is impossible to fix because there are so many things to fix. And like every improvement somehow makes everything else a little bit worse. I've been there. I have watched so many writers convince themselves that the answer is just simply more revision. I don't think that's the diagnosis. I think that's the misdiagnosis. People think I haven't revised enough. My prose isn't strong enough. I just need one more pass. And sometimes that's true. But if every improvement creates another problem, the issue probably isn't the scene you just changed. It's the foundation underneath it. Okay, here's an example completely outside of writing. Surprise, surprise. The cottage my husband and I just had built. It's just about finished. When you're building something from the ground up, it's very tempting to think about all the fun parts first, right? The paint color and the windows and the porch and the flowers. I've been dreaming about all of those things. These are the things you can actually see. But none of these decisions matter if you haven't got the foundation right. You can pick the perfect siding and put in beautiful windows and spend hours choosing every little detail. But if the foundation is wrong, all of those little details, all of those decisions are going to start causing problems. Stories work the same way. Sometimes we obsess over dialogue or pacing or one chapter that won't quite come together, when the thing that is actually causing these symptoms is buried a lot deeper. And until you fix that, you're just building beautiful rooms on an unstable foundation, and that is definitely no good. Think about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Imagine if J.K. Rowling decided that Harry felt too quiet in one chapter, and so she rewrote that chapter to make him more confident. That change wouldn't stay contained to that one scene or chapter. It would ripple into his friendship with Ron. It would change his relationship with Hermione. It would change his encounters with Snape. And it would impact even the climax, because Harry's personality isn't a local decision. It is foundational. When you change something foundational, everything connected to it changes also. Let me say that again. When you change something foundational, everything connected to it changes too. So here's the diagnosis. This is what I think happens in a lot of manuscripts. You're treating local symptoms when the real issue lives sort of underneath them in the foundation. Maybe the scene wasn't flat because of the dialogue. Maybe it was flat because the character's goal isn't clear. Maybe the goal isn't the problem either. Maybe the story itself isn't asking an interesting enough question anymore. That is why the fixes never stay fixed, because you're fixing the wrong thing. You're repairing a symptom instead of diagnosing the disease underneath, the foundational issue. Imagine your house has a crack in the drywall. You patch it, and a month later the crack comes back. So you patch it again. And eventually you realize that the drywall is not actually the problem. It's the foundation that's shifting underneath. Stories work in the same way. So the next time you change something in your manuscript and another problem suddenly appears, don't immediately assume that you've made things worse. Instead, you want to ask, okay, what bigger decision does this scene depend on? What foundation is this scene sitting on? Because sometimes the scene is doing exactly what it was built to do. It's just sitting on unstable ground. Okay, here's your homework. Find a scene you have revised more than twice. Now, stop looking at the wording, and instead, I want you to ask yourself, what larger decision is this scene depending on? Your protagonist's goal, the central conflict, the emotional arc, the story question? If changing any of these things would naturally improve this scene, then you've probably found the real diagnosis. One of the hardest parts of revision is that it rewards us for staying busy. We change another sentence, we rewrite another scene, we polish another chapter. It feels like we're making progress, and sometimes we are. But sometimes all we're doing, again, is treating the symptoms. And first of all, that's exhausting because no matter how many scenes you fix, the story is never quite going to come together. And secondly, no matter how many times you fix things, the story is never going to come together. It's a problem. So the next time you find yourself fixing the same manuscript again and again and again, stop asking yourself, what should I revise next? Instead, ask yourself, what bigger problem is all of these scenes pointing me toward? Because scenes don't usually break all by themselves. They're connected to something larger. They should be connected to something larger. A symptom tells you where the pain is. A diagnosis tells you where to begin, how to solve the problem. These are almost never the same place. If today's diagnosis made you look at revision a little bit differently, I've linked another video I think you will really enjoy. It's all about why every scene can work on its own and your story can still feel disconnected. I will see you over there. I'm Melissa Bourbon. Until next time, and before you revise, make sure you are solving the right problem.